Denver voters are getting their ballots in the mail this week for the runoff election mayoral race, top race on that ballot. We held our third and final debate in the Denver mayor's race tonight. The two folks in the runoff, Brough, Mike Johnston, both centrist Democrats, both establishment figures. So if you're kind of far on the left or the right of the political spectrum, they're pretty interchangeable to you, but they do have some disagreements, including Marshall Zelinger on how to handle the city's homelessness problem.
Right, and by the way, it's a nonpartisan race, so we're not supposed to know them.
Not supposed to talk about what political party they belong to, but we know.
This is an area that Brough explained why she believes Johnston's homelessness plan would be harmful for the people of Denver, and she described missing steps. As chief of staff for former Mayor John Hickenlooper, she had a front row seat for a mayor who made a pledge to end homelessness in 10 years and did not. Johnston is saying it can be done in 4 years. So here's Brough saying why his plan, which includes building 10 to 20 tiny home communities, has gaps.
People are begging to get to a safer location. I think Mike's plan lacks a sense of urgency about getting people to safer locations and saving lives. I think it lacks a regional strategy, and I think this is a fundamental core to being successful and really starting to address this issue. I think tiny homes are just not a practical solution as the primary way to house.
In the short term, before the first tiny home is built, where are they going?
So obviously, I think what will start on day one, if I'm elected, is the conversation with communities about where we can open these micro-community sites. Those include sites for tiny homes. Those can include converted hotels. Those can include outdoor spaces that are short-term. And as soon as we can site those, we can start moving people aggressively to those. And that's where we'll focus all of our energy.
When we allowed each candidate to ask the other a question, Johnston asked Brough about a very specific position the Chamber of Commerce took while she led the organization, and that's a specific claim that I need to do some research on. But earlier in the debate, Kyle here pressed Brough on how we could distinguish between decisions she made as chamber head versus her own personal view.
The role I had was to represent an organization of 3,000 members and trying to reach consensus about really complex policy issues and the position they would take. Honestly, I separated, my personal view, even when I was trying to help drive toward that consensus or the approach we would take. And that was true whether we were taking more conservative, in your language, or more progressive positions.
And for those who did not see the debate, you went through some very specific things where the chamber had one position and Denver voters had another. Oil and gas setbacks, paid family leave, a progressive income tax to fund schools. And these are the specifics that we need to hear. I led a very powerful organization which made one decision, but privately, I had this other thought.
And that's a tough thing that Brough's going to have to explain to voters because if folks know her, they likely know her from her time leading the chamber, in which she advocated for a lot of conservative positions. But as she says tonight, privately, she believed something different, and that's how she would lead as mayor. At the end of the day, as we mentioned, these are two candidates who don't disagree on a whole lot. A lot of their supporter groups kind of overlap with each other. Decent number of people donated to both of them in the first round. And, it's the ice cream shop saying, would you like vanilla or French vanilla? Some people have a strong preference. Some people don't.
Which one's the French vanilla?
What do you mean, the French vanilla? It tastes just a little bit different.
No,
which one is which? Oh, I'm not going to say that. You want me to get? I'm already going to get in trouble for the vanilla thing, and I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say.
Now we need to know.
I'm not going to say which one is which. Maybe one's like a vanilla bean.
I was about to say, who has the little black vanilla beans
the little specks of vanilla, and then the other one's the French vanilla.
And the other one's like a creamy vanilla or the homespun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're telling us to
You know what
they
I'm
hate
saying.
us.
You know what I'm saying.
We know.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, guys.